welcome to the Culture Corner, my brand new podcast, best podcast in the Hawk. And I guess we'll jump right into it. Today, I have one of my first guests, my good friend Jason Deberardinis,
Hey guys.
and he is here mainly to touch on his new business, Lifetime Electro. And yeah, we'll talk about a few other things after that, and I'll just let him take the floor right now.
Just a quick little rundown if you guys don't know. Lifetime Electro is I specialize, or the company specializes in the distribution of USB Type C chargers, and so a couple months ago I realized a shift in the industry where we're shifting from USB Type A to this USB Type C, and what USB Type C is a oval type looking charger. It's not traditional to your blocky USB Type A, and it's the charger of the future. So just some reasons why I know and believe this is because it's on all the new products. For example, the MacBook, the iPad, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S. Um, Literally, new cars are taking USB Type C. Um, USB C is the new future. If you guys have gotten an iPhone recently, you'll realize it comes with a USB Type C lightning cable, and so um, we're in the middle of a shift from getting away from these USB Type A to this USB Type C. And what's so special about these chargers is that it's a universal charger, meaning it can go on all devices, meaning it's not set to one device, such as like micro USB, where it can only charge certain devices. USB Type C. Oh, not sure why that happened.
Mm.
Oh well. USB Type C is universal, meaning it can charge every device, and so more and more companies are starting to implement USB Type C. So yeah, that's just a little rundown on what USB Type C is, if you guys don't know. So yeah, I'm selling that basically.
All right, so as of now, when customers go to lifetimeelectro.com,
Mm-hmm.
the only available items are the power brick and USB-C to USB Type-C
Yeah,
charger.
correct.
So I suppose my first question to you is, what other products can we expect in the future as you start to grow?
Yeah, and so I'm not just limited to these USB Type C to C and wall adapters, and so because this is such a new market, I can really capitalize on it and start selling USB Type C portable chargers, car chargers, USB Type C to Lightning, USB C adapters, merch for literally anything. Like anything that revolves around USB Type C, I can sell it, and I will sell it because I'll just reinvest my money that I make from each batch. So this is not something where I'm just trying to make a quick dollar. I'm actually trying to create a system of components that work together and can sustain me for a while. So that's just one of my things about it.
So going off of what you just said, it's not just for the profit. It's not just to make a quick dollar.
No, not at all.
So that poses the question, what's your goal in the grander scheme of things?
Yeah, and so honestly, right now my goal is to just tip my toes in the water with business. So over the summer, I really became financially literate as I started to read this book I like to call Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite books of all time. It really changed my life. It's probably up there with Harry Potter, honestly. So, yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad really changed the way I think. And so, business kind of is something that got influenced from Rich Dad Poor Dad. So, right now, I guess I want to just tip my toes in the water of business. This is my outlet of doing so. And I want to do business when I'm older in real estate, and so this is just my first venture.
Right.
I'll make many mistakes, and I'll just learn from them. But that's what my main goal of this is, just to create a business so I know how to actually run a business.
Okay, so for those watching outside of our inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
do you mind just touching on like the cost, specs, and just like reliability? Why should customers come to you over Amazon or Apple?
Yeah. So, for starters, my chargers my cables cost $12.99, and my wall adapters cost $16.99. So traditionally, USB Type C is pretty expensive because a lot of companies right now want to mark up USB C because it's so new, and it's such a new market where they can run up the prices on it because the quantity is pretty low right now. Demand for it's pretty high, so they can run up the prices. So right now, my prices are low because I want to get this into as many households as possible because I know this is the future. I know this is where technology is gonna evolve from. So I, by selling these or by marking my prices at $12.99 and $16.99, I can really make my way into these households at a cheaper price with the exact same quality. It's 100 watts for the cable, 20 watts for the power brick, and so it's right up there with Apple. Apple's able to mark up their prices because of their name. Right now, my competitors are Apple and Amazon, so they do mark up their numbers for because of their name and because they can. But I'm so small right now that I can mark these prices a lot lower than my competition,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I want to do because the more people that own USB Type C, the easier the transition will be from USB Type A to USB Type C. So my quality, like I said, nylon braided, 100 watts, 20 watts. It's right up there with quality. People can attest. My customers can attest to that. Yeah.
And I can attest to that myself. Jason was gracious enough to lend me a free charger from his supply after helping him package everything. He's doing this all on his own. He's really grinding, guys. Just I hope you can all respect that,
Yeah.
as you can respect the same for me grinding on this.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, we've been working on this
we
for weeks,
we've
months.
been in unison. Once every week, I go to Jason's house, and we just sit there and work. So
Hmm.
I guess that leads into my next question is, if you could touch on like the little vlogs you've been making along the way,
Yeah.
and just describe on. You can describe further reasons, but I suppose these vlogs are a reason for people to keep following your socials and
Hmm.
keep in touch with the company. So touch on that, and then give any other reasonings to continue following you on top of that.
Yeah, and so from the very beginning, I kind of realized that I need to get out there on social media. Social media is such a unique way to distribute media, and so I kind of realized that pretty quickly. And so, ever since the start, I started recording myself in my process of becoming nothing to something. And so, by recording myself, I was able to make these vlogs out of them. So for people who are interested in doing business in college or in the future, they can really just like see, I guess, what it takes. And like by recording these videos, I'm obviously promoting Lifetime Electro, but it's more than just that because I want to help as many people create a business as possible.
Right.
So that's how you become financially free.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I started making vlogs, obviously, to get more content out there for everyone, but also because the more content I put out, the more people can learn. So
Um, I guess a good point to make is like we don't exactly come from nothing. We come from both of us are from Franklin, Massachusetts, and there's something around these parts that people like to call the Franklin bubble,
yeah.
right? We've been sheltered
Hmm.
here our whole lives. We've grown up, modest lives, like upper middle class, but um, there's almost a negative that comes with having everything handed to you your whole life.
Yeah.
We've never really been given the opportunity to do something for ourselves. And when I look at someone like you, like you really inspired me, honestly. Like
Yeah.
how hard you were working on this, it inspired me to get this shit started, right?
Hmm.
And so I suppose what I'm trying to say is like, people should really respect you, really, not see you as someone who got some bullshit startup and just is getting thrown right into it. You did this all on your own, and I really
Yeah.
respect that.
This has been a lot of work. It's some people will, and actually a couple people already have, have texted me like, "Yo, you're just trying to make a quick buck out of this." Like,
Mm-hmm.
not gonna throw any names out there, but I'm like, dude, you don't know one thing about me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what kind of work I've been putting in.
Right.
And so, I guess ever since the summer, it's really been like a crazy experience from becoming not knowledgeable at all about business to running my own business. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. And where you're touching on with us being upper middle class and everything being handed to, it's crazy because like what if this wasn't our situation? What if we were say in LA with no home? Like
Mm-hmm.
right now the homeless is crazy in LA, and couldn't just imagine being born into a life where the struggle like that is real.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make it out of the trenches at that point.
Right.
And right now, me and you, we live in a stable house with great families. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy how just like one set of events can set up your entire life. But it's important to note that it is possible to make it out of those situations
Mm-hmm.
because it's happened before. It's not going to be easy. Definitely not set on the exact same timeline as everyone else, but it's definitely possible.
Right. So, I guess now would be a good time to move on, but do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to mention about your company?
Uh, yeah. So everyone who's supported so far, who followed the Instagram account, thank you so much. I mean, this is just the beginning. It's literally just gonna keep going off from here, and so everyone who's initially my parents, obviously you, my closest friends,
Mm-hmm.
everyone who's texted me about it, I really appreciate you all. Like this has been such a unique experience where I can learn a lot and I can also teach you guys and give back
Mm-hmm.
because by giving back, it's the best present you can give. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, but yeah, that's mostly it on I guess this segment of Lifetime Electro. Unless you have anything else to point out, I mean, I don't really have anything else.
So, not every episode is gonna be like this. Obviously, this I'm not sure if this one's gonna come out first, but this is the first one I've recorded,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, Jason is a guest who has something specific to come on and talk about Lifetime Electro, obviously,
Yeah,
but not every guest is gonna have that. This is just the way to start off. This is something to talk about.
yeah.
As you can see by the wall behind me.
It looks pretty fucking sick.
I'm a
not gonna lie.
fucking I'm a hip hop head, man. Like I love this shit. I love music. So that's gonna be a big main topic since it's the culture corner. It's the cornerstone for anything with a culture built around it. That includes business, music, movies,
Yeah.
fashion, anything you could think of. So I guess the next thing we're gonna talk about is music, man. And me and Jason were just in the car listening to a fantastic album by the
Oh.
name of Man on the Moon 3.
Great album.
So, I guess we should start off with here's Man on the Moon 1. I should definitely get 3 though.
You should definitely get 3.
I should definitely
And
get
you should get 2.
And I should get 2.
You gotta put in a line. We go
Man.
1, 2, 3. Kids see ghosts.
I have a $50 gift card to Newberry Comics. So
So we know what our next
so
purchase is gonna be.
as the episodes go on, you'll probably see some of these non-hip hop albums get replaced by some hip hop.
Yeah, but yeah. So today I came over and helped him set up this this little cool vinyl wall. But I think it came out amazing.
Oh, it came out
It came
fucking
out so good.
beautiful, dude.
It came out so good.
If you can't see behind me, man. Okay.
Yeah, there's even some
I
more
got-
albums behind
Got
it.
Illmatic and Late Registration, if you can't see right there.
Yep.
And yeah, man. So what's your favorite track on Man on the Moon 3?
Oh, that's a tough question. I gotta go with Mr. Solo Dolo 3 or yeah, probably Mr. Solo Dolo 3. That's gotta be
Oh
it's
my god.
the first one was amazing. This one is just right up there, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with The Void,
The
Or-
Void's a good song.
and then I'm
Definitely.
gonna have to put Damaged at number 2.
Damage is number 2 with me too.
Okay, so the reason I say that is, well, So for those of you who've listened to the song, you know that one hype part in the
That
song.
one hype
That
part,
one hype
everyone
part in the
knows that
song.
sounds like Travis Scott.
It's like at the end of the second verse, he sounds exactly like Travis Scott in it. Not knocking him for that, obviously, because Travis Scott's his son. Cuddy can take from Travis, because Travis's whole shit would not be a thing without Cuddy.
Yeah,
So he's allowed to do that before you knock the hustle, all right? But we both agree that's the best part. But my one problem with that song is the verses and then the vibey chorus. It's not as smooth a transition from verse to chorus as some of the other songs
It's
are.
not. No, definitely.
It goes from rapping to this is how it goes. It's a little choppy transition right there.
And like the thing is, I like the chorus.
I do like the
I
chorus.
like the chorus
That's
a
why
lot.
that's why it's number 2, because that hits me hard, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It doesn't come together as smoothly as maybe some other tracks would.
Right.
But it's definitely my second favorite as well. I think the verses and the chorus separately killed it.
Yes.
Just like together, it could have been done a little bit better.
Yeah, he could have had a little bit more, a little mixing in there.
Definitely
Because he's got guys like Mike Dean. I don't know if you know who Mike Dean is, but
you're gonna have to inform me. Who's
he's like a keyboard synth producer type guy. Sorry. He does a lot of synths, and all your favorite rappers, the boom, boom, fucking, the boom. He's worked on all these albums. Done all any album. Even if you go to his Apple Music profile, you know how like people have like it says albums on Apple Music and shows all their albums.
Yeah.
A lot of albums come up as his album.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Oh, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Rodeo. Which ones did you point out just for the people listening on audio?
Man on the Moon, Kids See Ghosts, and Rodeo, I believe he's all worked on.
Yeah.
And honestly, probably at long last ASAP, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so he's up there. He's been in the game for a little bit. So.
Yeah, just with people like that at arm's reach, he could have done a little better on that song.
Yeah, but I mean. Still fire though.
Still fire, of
Still
course.
fire. What do you rate that album though? Like out of 10?
Man, I gotta go with like 8. At least 8.
Yeah, at least. I'd honestly give it a 9.
You give it a 9.
I mean,
I can't go there. Because I was on the verge of like 7.5, honestly.
Actually, more think about it, like
a light 8. In the words of Fantano, a light 8.
Yeah, I mean, like I would give it a high 8 just because. I don't think there's one miss on the entire album. The only exception is Elsa's Baby Boy. There can be a little... It's not that I don't like the track. It's just the flashback. It doesn't flow as nice. I get what he's going. It just doesn't flow as nicely as a whole in the album.
That's fair.
But I do understand where he's coming from with the flashback.
Right. I don't know I have some artists written here, but who do you want to talk about?
Like artists?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, who dropped recently?
We could talk about a whole lot of Red.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Touchy subject, folks. Touchy subject, but I'll let you vent first.
All right. Fucking dog shit. That's just all I gotta say. I'm sorry, dude. I don't like it, dude. I'm sorry, dude. His little baby voice does not match well with production, though. Fire.
Okay, I'm glad that you agree. With
Kanye West did amazing. Baby voice though, I thought he was fire on some unreleased shit, but I was listening to the first 3 tracks. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this shit?
All right, so I have a sort of opposing opinion. At least he agrees with me on the production, that the production is amazing, some of the best production that Cardi's ever worked with.
Definitely.
But I don't agree that the baby voice is annoying. Maybe on like a good amount of tracks, like I'd say about a third of it. But on songs like New Tank is one of my favorite songs. He gets angry on it. I've never seen him get
passion.
I've never heard him like power for like the power and deep in his voice like that. He got really angry on that.
He's definitely passionate. I can definitely tell with each song he's got some passion in his words. It's just not for me.
Yeah, like you could run with like the bullshit mumble rap narrative. I used to run with that. I'll be honest. I used to be anti mumble rap, but like
Yeah, you used to. I remember that.
Yeah, but I've expanded my palette a little bit to people like Cardi. He was the one. He honestly, him and Uzi were the people that made me realize, and Travis, I suppose you could count him. Where I was like, oh damn, like this is actually kind of some real shit. Like,
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. I mean, mumble rap has its moments, but I mean, I there's some artists where I just don't fuck with. I'm gonna be honest.
right,
So like, for example, Lil Uzi, I
hmm
like his old stuff. I just can't. I can't get behind his new stuff anymore.
right. I can't either, but I'm also not knocking it.
I'm not knocking it either.
hmm
I just think I kind of grew out of that phase a little
I
bit.
did too. I did too. I've personally, as I showed you one artist in the car today, I've moved on to like, for those of you that know the Griselda crew, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, and West Side Gun. They work hard. I know you don't really know them, as you said before, but they work hard, and they're kind of in that Freddie Gibbs realm.
Oh, Freddie Gibbs is good.
They work a
We can talk
lot.
about him in a minute.
They work a lot with Freddie Gibbs. I think Conway and Benny are both on. I think all three of them are on Alfredo.
Yeah, no, they are. I'm pretty
Um,
sure.
So yeah, that's kind of the scene that I'm more into now.
Yeah. Freddie Gibbs. Well, we can talk. We can touch on him a little
Yeah,
bit.
we can talk a little about Freddie
He is a
Gibbs.
fucking character.
Yeah.
If you guys are unaware of Freddie Gibbs, go check out his Instagram while you guys are watching this.
Oh
I
my
guess.
God, dude, he is a funny motherfucker, man.
Dude, like you, just some of the shit he posts on Instagram is so damn funny, and then he has some fire shit like Alfredo,
hmm
and like, dude, I don't know, he's just a funny guy. I
Okay.
like him.
Oh my God. Speaking of Alfredo, can I vent a little bit real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, you corny motherfuckers. All right, I'm talking directly to you. All right, you, the listener, because I know you said this shit too. So for years, the Grammys have been called rigged, and I agree. Example being, Good Kid, in Mad City, right there, losing to fucking Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, the Heist.
Oh,
Right, that shit
damn.
is rigged.
I remember that.
Cardi B beating out Astro World.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
Nah, definitely.
And
shouldn't,
so
yeah.
so sort of like their way. Last year they did amazing, like with Igor winning and all that shit. Those were fantastic albums that were nominated. 21, Corday, those were great albums. So last year was really when they started picking it up, and this year the albums that are nominated are like Alfredo, right? Royce da 5'9", Nas, D Smoke, which I don't think should be there, but I see what they're doing there with like the whole Black Lives Matter. It really touches on shit like that. So like, that was good to put in there. And who else was in there?
You know this way more than I do.
Um,
I just know Alfredo and Nas.
so someone else was in there, but anyway, so I'm deep in the hip hop Twitters,
Mhm.
and I see people talking about, oh, like this shit is rigged. How are these albums nominated? And I'm like,
I saw that too.
bro,
I was like, bro, have you ever listened to Alfredo?
this is their way of trying to avoid being called rigged by nominating these sort of conscious hip hop albums, and Alfredo's the winner by far. If they give it to D Smoke, I won't be surprised. Obviously, political bullshit, but the music isn't that great, but the message is good. But Alfredo is the clear winner in that list.
If you guys have not listened to that album, it is amazing. I listened to it for the first time like last week, and I didn't know who Freddie Gibbs really was before this, and he's a great artist, and yeah, this great album. Go listen to it. What's your favorite song from the album, though?
My favorite song on that album, it's gotta be 1985 or God Is Perfect.
1985 is mine.
Yours?
By far, yeah.
The guitar. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Who else that can do rap over that? Kanye.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Yeah, all right. But those are goats, man. Like,
Yeah, they've been in the game for a minute.
all these little short bus rappers, they can't do that. They can't rap over that.
Not a lot of rappers rap over a guitar.
No,
No.
not many. Travis does. A
Does?
little bit.
What
A little
song?
bit. So, not specifically, but that guy Mike Dean I was talking about earlier. A lot of his synths, like
Wait, is Mike Dean on YouTube?
Mike Dean is on YouTube, I
I
believe.
think I know him. I watch his YouTube videos.
Old white guy always
Yep.
smoking a blunt.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. And I watch his
You know,
YouTube
you
videos.
do?
Yeah.
I love Mike Dean,
I
man.
know that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's all over Astroworld, and like it may not seem
fuck,
like
that's
it on the
interesting.
surface, but a lot of those are guitar based, but in a synth. Like
That's so funny.
he fucks with the instruments a lot. So
That's so funny. I did not know that Mike Dean was a YouTuber. He watches other people's albums. He reacts to other people's albums, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hold
That's pretty cool, Mike Dean.
on, let me show you that thing I was talking about on his Apple Music profile.
Okay. One question is, we watched the Celtics the other night. I know this is a little off topic, but
Look, it's look, Astroworld's on there. Nasir, Kitsy Ghost, Daytona, Culture 2.
so
These are all
alright.
under. Oh, at Long Island State Tap is on there actually, as I was saying earlier.
He's got a ton of Mike Dean, right?
Mhm.
He's got a ton of experience. For you guys can't see it, but just some albums he worked with Kanye,
Mhm.
Travis Scott,
Migos, Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Mhm.
He's worked with
Everyone.
a lot of the greatest rappers of this decade,
Mhm.
and I'm not trying to put Quavo, Huncho.
No, I'm not trying to put that up
Offset.
there either.
They're not. I think hot take. I think the Migos have fell off.
They have.
They're not that good.
If they don't come different with Culture 3, if they don't come alternatively, astronomically different with Culture 3, they have to hit like the highest they have to hit Bad and Bougie expectations for them to regain my trust.
Dude, Culture 2 was the biggest
Dog shit.
letdown ever. And I just think ever since Culture 2, they have not put out anything remotely good.
They put out like a few singles that one with Young Boy's not too bad. It's kind of on TikTok a little bit. That
Yeah. I think he's got a song with Travis and Young Thug, maybe. I think.
Yeah,
it's
that one. I
Give
know
No
that one.
Fucks.
Give No Fucks. That song sucked.
I didn't like that song, but actually, guys, there's a. Have you listened to the Utopia mixtape yet?
Mm-mm.
There's a Utopia mixtape, like days before Utopia. That's not what it's called, but it's something.
It's like
something
that same
Utopia.
premise. Is it official or?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure.
Is it like an official release though, or did someone just fan make it?
I'm not sure. It's probably fan made, but it's something with Utopia. But given all the songs, it's not like it's new songs. I think there's like one new song, but all the songs are remastered with a different beat and a different like tone. And Give No Fucks is on there. And that song on the Utopia mixtape is fucking good. Actually good. And a lot of Travis's misses are actually, he puts it on, or I don't know if it's him, but the remastered, I guess, it's definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on SoundCloud. It's something with Utopia. I honestly forget it here. I'm just gonna look it up real quick.
Go for it, man. While you're looking that up, you were trying to bring up the Celtics, right?
Oh, correct.
Yeah. All right. We'll get to that right after you pull this up.
No, go to it now.
All right. So, we're changing gears here, but we'll switch to the sports section here. We're just this is the first episode. We're letting it flow. See what happens. Fucking you flipping in the newspaper to the sports section.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Celtics season just started. Unfortunate loss to the Nets last night, but me and Jason were together during the fourth quarter of the Celtics-Bucks games, the season opener. And my man, Jason motherfucking Tatum. Boom, boom.
Right over Giannis.
He ain't called bank, he called game, in the words of the great Paul Pierce.
It was completely off, but motherfucker got lucky. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, before we continue this conversation, it's called See You in Utopia.
See You in Utopia.
See You in Utopia. Yeah.
On SoundCloud.
SoundCloud and YouTube.
Alright, so I'll check that out later.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. But Tatum hitting the shot over Giannis was huge.
That was amazing, dude. So in the play, so the Bucks were trying to put Giannis on Tatum.
Yeah, they were deliberately trying to get him because they knew Tatum was.
But if you watch, Tatum doesn't even try to avoid it. He just kind of nonchalantly lets it happen.
He's like, all right,
He
I'll
literally
take this.
says, "I prefer the last shot." over. He wanted it over.
Yeah, he wanted that last shot.
He knows he deserved that higher max. Giannis got that like 230 million. Tatum got 195 million.
He know damn well that he had to take the shot.
Mm-hmm. And I guess. So yeah, that was a great shot. Bitch ass Giannis missed the last free throw and
Giannis
blew the
sucks
game.
for that.
They were laughing so hard.
Have you been watching KD and Kyrie?
Yeah, I watched them
Nets
fuck us
are
up last.
crazy.
They're insane, dude. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, they're probably. I would not be surprised if they win the finals.
No,
this
I
year.
wouldn't be surprised either.
They got a
going.
good team.
They're going at least.
DeAndre Jordan's on the team, right?
Yep, I love DeAndre Jordan.
They got a solid line. How's their second line though? Do you know who's on the
They
second
got
line?
like Tayshaun Prince. They got who else? Karis LeVert's running off the bench. That 6-man role. He's on my fantasy team. He did me well. He did me well in their first game. Then against the Celtics, he was having a hard time. But yeah, those are only two off the top of my head I can remember. But they do have good depth.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I want LeBron to win. I want LeBron to win at least 2 more chips. I'm not gonna lie. I want him to be chasing the GOAT.
Dude, like, dude, as much as I respect LeBron, like, I love rooting for the young guys. Donovan Mitchell's one of my favorite players, other than Tatum and Brown. Donovan, I really like the Jazz. I love him and
Jazz
Rudy,
are fun to watch.
Mountain Mike, man, Bogdanovich. They got a great lineup running, and like, they may be young, but like, I think they're gonna put in more work this year than they did last year. Cause the Nuggets, dude, they went to Game 7. And it came down to the final shot. It came down to the final second. They were such equal teams. So I think the Jazz have leveled up more than the Nuggets have. Unless Michael Porter Jr. goes crazy this year.
I think he will. And Porter's been playing his ass off. A lot of people doubted him in the beginning of last season. But he's really showed everyone that he's a player. He's a big dog. He can play with everyone.
Right. I
think he's just going to keep getting better.
Yes, of course.
But I remember watching him in high school. He was crazy.
Yeah. And they had that. What happened to him? Some sort of injury?
Yeah, did he get injured?
He got injured and missed his like rookie season. It might have been 2 seasons.
Yeah. Because he was out of the news for a little bit.
And
a lot of people were doubting him. I remember that. But
what else, man?
What's
What's your favorite team this year? What do you think is the most fun team that's gonna be to watch?
Fun team to watch. All right. So let me just go through the teams real quick in my head. So there's Celtics. I'm not gonna say the Celtics just because.
Yeah. So other than the Celtics.
Nets are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just because of KD and Kyrie.
Dude,
I like watching KD play. And KD's fun to watch. I mean, Kyrie's fun to watch. But I think the most fun team to watch is gonna have to be the Mavs.
The Mavs, you think so?
I think Luka is just if Porzingis is healthy, that's an interesting team to watch.
I agree. Josh Richardson was a good addition. The loss of Seth Curry was tough, but Josh Richardson was showing out on the Sixers last year.
I think overall Josh Richardson is a better player. I think Steph is a better
shooter. The Sixers needed Seth more than they needed Josh Richardson, simply because they needed that more shooting. But they got Seth Curry and Danny Green. As much as I hate the Sixers as a Celtics fan, the Sixers are going to be fucking nice.
Dude, there's so many nice teams in the NBA this season. It's kind of crazy.
And my answer to the question I asked you is the Phoenix Suns, man.
Ooh.
Chris Paul,
did they win?
Devin Booker. Yeah, they beat the Mavs.
They did. I didn't watch that game.
Yeah.
That's news. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So how did D-Book and CP3 do?
Book was in the high 20s. CP3 only had 8 points, something like that. But that's the thing. Like, he's got all these targets to dish the ball to, like Ayton and Mikal Bridges, Dario, Booker, obviously. Like he's gonna be moving the ball a little bit more than he was last year.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have anything else to say, I guess?
I don't know. You want to wrap it up right here?
I guess so. I mean, this was a pretty successful first podcast. We don't know if we're going to post this yet, but... Yeah,
you millennials got no attention span. This is about as...
This is about as long as we can do it before everyone starts doing their own thing, I guess.
And I know y'all are going to click off. I'm sure if you've made it this far,
So,
Appreciate you.
Yeah, kudos to you.
Kudos to
Because
fucking
we're just
you,
two
man.
random fucks just talking right
Yeah.
now. So maybe we'll have some more structure in the future, but
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know if this is going to be
Yeah,
posted.
I like the casualness of it. It was
But
very
I
casual.
think this was a great podcast.
It was, dude. We didn't have really any pauses in talking at all.
Nah, definitely not at all. I kind of want to do it again.
Yeah,
soon.
you're gonna be here a lot. You're gonna be.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Any week that like I don't have someone to come in, like specifically, you're just gonna be here.
And if I got anything new in my business venture,
Right. Yeah.
I'll obviously be on here to let everyone know. So,
Right.
you're gonna see a lot more of us too, and especially Tommy in Culture Corner.
Mhm.
But I guess some little wrap up I want to do is make sure you guys follow Lifetime Electro. It's that's on basically all my handles: Instagram, Twitter,
Mhm.
TikTok. Just give it a follow, check it out. I mean, if you need a USB Type-C charger for your new PlayStation or Xbox or whatever device you have, $12.99, a lot cheaper than most of these other clowns. So yeah,
All right.
Lifetime Electro.
All right. He said it right there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess.
Thank you guys so much for watching.